This video is generously sponsored by Elite Force Airsoft BBs. What's in your mag?
Alright, what's going on, guys? Tominator here, and I've got a very special guest with me today for what I'm going to call a little player spotlight and just a little discussion here. We've got a round table in front of us. Maybe we could call it a round table discussion.
I'm not scared.
I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you my brother, Todd Harris, call sign the Muffin Man, and we'll get into that in just a second.
How y'all doing?
Basically, thank you, Todd, for joining me. Let's get right into this. Todd and I were hanging out here in the backyard in my parents' house and talking guns, shooting a few, and in fact, we just got the new 417 from Elite Force, as well as the new HK45, which is pretty sweet. So we're shooting those, and they're looking pretty good. But anyway, Todd, let's hear a little bit more about you. We'll talk about those guns in a later review.
All right.
First of all, most people don't know this, but you are actually my favorite brother.
True story.
And I am your favorite brother.
Also true.
Just in case anyone was wondering. So tell me, how long have you been playing Airsoft?
Well, you called me up one day in 2007 and said, "Hey Todd, have you ever heard of a game called Airsoft?" And I said, yes I have. I've been wanting to get into it for a while now. And Tom said, we should buy some guns.
And by we, I meant...
He really meant, hey Todd, let's clean out your savings account.
I meant you.
And you can buy me my first gun. So
and loadout.
And loadout.
Vest, uniform.
Vest, uniform, BBs, gas, the whole thing. So that's why I'm his favorite brother.
Part of the reason.
It's the main reason. So that was 2007, 5 years ago now?
Actually, it was 2006 in the fall.
2006 in the fall.
To be specific. But
yeah, that sounds about right.
What was your first Airsoft gun?
Well, technically it was a Walther P99 $16 special from Big 5.
Was it a licensed HK version?
No, this was...
sorry, Cliff and Andy. Unlicensed.
Yeah.
Unlicensed.
Walther,
ouch.
Oops.
It might have been. I don't know.
I don't know. It was a while ago.
I think it's pretty sweet, though.
I still have it.
Yeah.
It's up in my footlocker in my room. But my first AEG, since I bought the first two guns that we had, I technically had two. Both were G3 family.
Classic Army.
Classic
custom.
Army, G3 custom
Upgraded.
counter sniper, which was badass. And the other one was the Classic Army M249 SAR Avazir full stock, which was also cool.
That thing was sweet.
Funny story, I bought the G3 counter sniper for myself at his urging, and then bought him the automatic SAR Avazir. And then we went out and played and decided we each liked the other gun better, so we switched, which worked out.
It was awesome.
So it was
awesome. Shake and bake for that. Yeah. So, next question. What is your preferred role to play within the element of a fire team?
Within the element of the fire team, I prefer to play support.
So the machine gunner?
So I play the machine gunner. I bring this little baby right here. Her name's Megan.
Megan.
She's been very good to me. She's a Classic Army M249 Mark I, the Black Hawk Down Ranger version.
You might have seen it in that film.
Movie. Used by Tom Hardy as Twomley. Comes with a 2400 round box magazine and a big 9.6 battery, and I can put out a lot of fire very quickly, and it's a lot of help to my teammates. And if I decide I want to be lazy and don't want to lug this heavy ass gun around, I'll play medic, which is where I use that gun right there.
This is actually Todd's gun, I won't lie, but it won't be his gun much longer, as I will likely be buying it from him because it's the beta project Magpul AK And if you didn't know, now you know. It's flippin' amazing.
It's super cool, shoots like a dream, but it's got all that fancy tactical stuff on it, and I have very simple tastes. So I'm going to go back to my basic training M16. No frills, all thrills.
I am the more extravagant of the two brothers.
Also true.
Hence my lust for things Magpul related and things of that nature, fancier, flashier, etc.
I like to keep it simple.
Todd is indeed very much a lower profile kind of guy.
Take after our father.
Yes. So, speaking of guns, how many guns do you currently own?
Total?
What's the most guns you've owned at one time?
One time?
I know you just sold a bunch. Sold a bunch off.
At one time, I had 12 handguns and 8 AEGs. At one time.
That's not bad.
It was a pretty sizable collection.
Do you have a preferred brand or list of brand or a handful of brands that you? I know you've got. I just put up a photo today of myself with a bunch of your pistols, most of them KWA. So you
correct.
Obviously, you do like the KWA
I
pistols.
like KWA and Tokyo Marui.
Tokyo Marui pistols.
Yeah, I have about 8 handguns at the time. 6 of them are KWA, and I have 2 Tokyo Maruis.
Gotcha. And as far as the rifles go, I think you have more of a mix.
I have a mix. Let's see. I've got 4 AEGs at the time. 3 of them are Classic Army, and then this guy, the Beta Project, is the 4th. So I'm gonna have to go Classic Army.
Classic Army is pretty good.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for Cliff and Andy to hook me up with an Elite Force G36K.
Oh.
In black.
Oh.
So
I think I've got one in my garage.
Maybe we can work something out.
Maybe we might talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that another time.
Okay, so next question: do you belong to an airsoft team?
I do. I'm a member of Level 10 Airsoft here in Fresno, California. I have about 20 team members. We wear all olive drab green with green gear, tan boots, which I thought was interesting.
They don't really make a whole lot of green boots.
Well, black boots,
yeah,
which have a tendency to be waterproof.
I don't know. Tan looks good though.
It does look good. We look very Gucci on the airsoft field.
We do look good.
Wrecking fools.
I will, full disclosure, I'm also a member of this same team.
He's been locked out of the team forums because he didn't pay his team dues.
Oh.
So he's kind of a member.
Oh boy, that's, we didn't discuss throwing each other under the bus ahead of the time here, so.
What'd you expect?
That's a little uncalled for and more of a private matter.
Bazinga.
So we're gonna move on from that. Next question. What style of play would you describe Level 10? Are they more of a milsim team, or are they more of a sort of the speedball, the stereotypical California speedball type that likes to run around town with stupid uniforms and do barrel somersaults into trenches and
we don't
friendly
do
fire their own team just to make it look cool on YouTube? To get more hits.
I can't say that we've ever. There's been some friendly fire incidents. I've friendly fire.
But you don't do it on purpose.
Not
like
on purpose,
but teams I've seen in Southern California.
It does happen. We definitely play more milsim. The fields around here are all semi-automatic.
What is semi-automatic only? So no full auto.
No full auto unless you
have a machine gun. Got the box mag.
So you got one of those, and it's pretty heavily regulated on what constitutes a machine gun. So no MP5s with a drum mag and a big old suppressor. Doesn't fly. It's
and a giant scope.
And a giant scope. It's traditional platforms.
An automatic sniper MP5.
None of that.
None of that. Not allowed.
Even RPKs are questionable.
They've got to have the long barrel.
Got to have a long barrel and a bipod.
And a bipod. What's the name of the field? The hometown big field that's.
There are a few. The big one is going to be Hill 559, which is in the foothills nearby. There's a few others. We got a local field. Used to be a winery. We play there Thursday nights. That's the weekly game. We play the hill every 2 weeks, and then in the summertime, when it's real just hotter than blazes down here, triple digits, we go up into the mountains nearby, a place called Chilkoot, which is up in the woods. It's part of the Bass Lake area. It's about 20 degrees cooler, so it'll be
a pretty epic field.
It'll be 110 here and about 78 there.
Perfect weather.
Perfect weather, and it's a good time. A lot of cover. Bring your snipers.
Very cool. When
drink a lot of water.
When are we gonna? We got to wrap things up here, but when are we gonna see you on YouTube again? Do you know?
Well, that's a great question.
Maybe next time you come to visit me in Southern
down
California, we'll go.
I need to play Viper.
SC Viper,
I want to go
Southern California.
SC Viper.
So maybe we'll make a stop at Inside Interactive.
I don't really like CQB, but I really appreciate John and the boys at Inside Interactive. They make it a good time. They've got a great venue.
They do it well over there, which is why I play there quite often. So if you're down in SoCal, keep an eye out for myself and/or this young man. And
special guest appearance.
And come say hello to us. We might seem a little grumpy, but we're actually pretty friendly. Unless you're a troll. We don't really handle trolls very well, either one of us, but who does, you know?
No one likes a troll.